Hello, welcome. So just doing a short test stream, doing some simple cutting, sanding, and yep, we'll see how it goes from there. Hope the video quality at your sites are good. Cause I'm just streaming it off my phone. Currently working on the shoulder section. So yep, this is how far we have progressed already. It's sort of a custom build because I did some painting here and there. Yep. So currently doing the shoulder pads now. So yep, doing a basic construction before I see where I want to paint some details in. And after that, then we'll see how it goes from there. So yep, I always like to use the blade to go a little bit cleaner before I start sanding. Maybe I should put this here. But yeah. To everyone watching, welcome. This is my first time trying to do a stream. So yep, do let me know if you guys would like to see more next time. And let's see if we can work out a schedule or something. in no ways am I a professional. It's just a simple hobby. So yep, just doing a short stream session today as I have other commitments in the afternoon. So yep, just seeing how it goes. For people who just joined, do let me know if you would like to look at. Wow, that's nice. 4 kids is pretty impressive actually. Cause last time I used to do them quite quickly when I was younger, but now there's like work, other commitment, everything, so I'm just like slowly. So yeah, even a high grade kid can take me up to, let's say, 2 weeks now. I'm just like slowly relaxing, taking my time. Don't really have the energy, don't really have much energy to stay focused on a task for quite some time after I started working. Been just really fatigued. For those who just joined, do let me know if you would like to have a closer look at the progress of the kit again. Yeah. And so far I've uploaded a few videos on how the kit looks generally. So yeah, do let me know. Maybe I'll place it here. Yep. Oh, and I do have something pretty interesting to share. So, recently there's all the hype about the Kshatriya Gundam from the what's that? The Axis Model Works. So yeah, ta-da! I actually got a copy of the kit myself, and I would say it is really very, very, very amazing. Oh, nice! RG Astray. Actually, I would say the RG line is my favorite line of Gunpla. So yeah, most of my Gunpla, they are all Astrays. So yeah, coming back, there's this kit, Oasis Area Dominator, the Kshatriya Gundam basically. It's very hype. It's crazy in details and there's LEDs and everything. So yeah, do let me know if you guys want to see an unboxing, a live unboxing of this video, or like we can go through the contents of what this kit comprises of, because I think it's actually very interesting. Even if you take a look at the instruction manual, yeah, it's very, very detailed. So yeah, do let me know if you guys would like to see a stream on me going through the contents of this kit. I would be more than glad to do so. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So yep. Let me get back to the work on this. Will this be your first RG kit that you would be building, the RG Astray? Yes, yes, yes. Actually, I would say an RG, even though it's a scale of 1 to, even though an RG is a scale of 1 to 144, I would say some of it is more complicated than a master grade scale of 1 to 100 because of the sheer size of how small the pieces are and how detailed they are. Because if you go back to the origins of, like, why they decided to make an RG grade. Wait. Yeah, because if you go back to the origin of why they want to make an RG Gundam in the first place, they want the details of a master grade that is like basically palm size. So yeah, an RG can actually be a lot more complicated compared to a master grade, and yeah, that's my take on it lah. So far I've only built 1 or 2 RG kits, Yeah, not really a very big fan of it because it's quite small. I like to see the details big. But yeah, it's quite interesting to build an RG from like the inner frames, and depending on how you go about the kit, there's many ways that you can enjoy the RG Gundam. But I would say in recent times, one of the RGs that caught my interest more would be the RG God Gundam. If you have seen videos of it online or like pictures or poses of it, it's actually pretty insane. Like the articulation on the kit is freaking good. So yeah, maybe if I were to choose an RG Gundam to build, a recent RG Gundam to build, it would probably be the RG God Gundam. Yeah. So recently I've been using this set of sending grids from Madworks Studio, and I would say it does a pretty good job. It's very clean and then it's very easy to use. So yeah, see, a few sending, and I would say it's relatively a good to go piece if you are just aiming for a straight build. And for the price point of it in like my country, I think it's pretty affordable. Yeah, don't be scared of it, man. Just go. Just take a leap of faith. Do it. That's why it's fun when you're starting a new kid, you know. You never know what challenges you might face ahead. And yeah. Give me a moment. I will need to look at the chats. So yeah, I don't really go into dioramas. I mainly just build casual Gunpla, you know. But yeah, it may be something that I may look into next time. Because yeah, currently do not have the capacity or like resources to go into such works. So I'm now just mainly doing straight builds. And yep, customizations here and there, like some simple paint job. I think it makes a very big difference to the overall feel and touch of the kit. So yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Oh, empty runners, that's a good question. So far, some of it are disposed to the recycling bins. But other than that, some of it I keep. Because sometimes I'm not sure if you have seen before, but some people use the empty runners to make like backdrops or like custom kit parts. They will like snap this part off, and then they will use it to like glue them together with the Tamiya cement, and then they would like make custom parts out of it. So I think that's pretty cool, and it's something that I would like to try in the future, because it really adds a whole new level of creativity and like customization to your builds. So I think if you are interested, I think that's something that you can look into for your empty runners. Because in fact, if you look online like Reddit or like Instagram, Twitter, there's a lot of Gunpla builders that makes very very cool equipments and weapons. And then if you look at the process of them making it, it is really just them stacking a lot of these empty runners together. Yeah, nice. That's good. That's good. Making full use of your empty runners to make like stands and all is really very impressive. I respect that. It is really something that I admire a lot. Something that I may want to try in the future, but yeah, not currently. But yes, it is definitely a very impressive task. Kudos to you. So, yeah. So usually when I work on a kit, I do not really follow the instruction manual fully. Like for example, like you see if the manual they will show like, oh, you need to build the arms first before the shoulders. I don't really go about that. I just build it in the sequence that I want. As long as the kit comes together well, it's a win. And yeah, so far for sim line management, I haven't been getting into it yet. So maybe something that I want to touch on in the future, but not right now. I'm just having fun building my kits casually. So yep. This live streaming concept is still very new to me as well. So do let me know if you guys would like to see more in the future. I would definitely be glad to, make time off daily if I can to do a like short stream. Trying my best not to go off stream here, off camera I mean. Yes, definitely. Build. It's like when you finish the Gunpla, then you look at it and you'll be like, I made this with my own two hands. It's definitely a very satisfying feeling. I think it's a very rewarding experience, especially if you are doing a very very big and long complicated build. It's very rewarding, I would say, and that's something I like too. And I feel like that's a problem with such hobbies, you see something you like, you get it, and then you don't really have the time to complete it. And then it becomes like all the backlog videos you see online, piles and piles and piles of backlog. So I feel that when you actually get the time to finish one or two of those backlog kits, it's actually very rewarding, because they have been in their boxes for so long and it's something you like, but you just don't have the time to do it. And when you finally have the time to go and finish it, it's very rewarding. I actually do have quite a few huge kits that's like in my backlog, but I really do not have the time and capacity for them now. So I would say it's a little bit wasted, but yes, I would like to get back on working on those large kits soon. One of it is the mechanical teeth sturmer. Yeah. So that one, I think I was overzealous. So and then I tried to paint the whole thing, and now like don't really have time to finish them. Oh, where do I get my Gunpla kits? So I'm actually living in Singapore. So in Singapore, usually there's a lot of department stores that sell Gunpla kits. Although but I would say their price point of the department store Gunplas are more expensive. So there are also some local hobby shops here and there where Bandai stuffs are always at a 30% discount. So that's a pretty good steal. Just that stocks are very limited. So you would need to really go and grab very popular kits fast if you want to get them. And then there's also like online platforms for local sellers. So it's called Carousel. So that's also one of the platform I use to browse for any Gunpla kits that I'm interested in, because usually some sellers there, they sell it at a cheaper price point. So yeah, That's how I get my kits usually, my Gunpla kits. Yep. PG and PG and MG, they are incredible. And recently, have you seen the news of the PG PG Unleashed? The PG Unleashed new Gundam that will be coming out. I'm not sure when, but that would definitely be a very big hit. The PG new Gundam. But the price point would also be a very beautiful number. It would definitely be a very high price. I mean, there's also the MGEX line, the Strike Freedom, and the Unicorn so far. So yep, let's see what else they would do with the MGEX lines. If they were to release a PG Unleash or MGEX Astray Gundam, I would immediately go and get it. I would like find ways to pre-order it. I would do anything to get my hands on it. Cause yes, the Astray Gundams are my favorite in general. Since young, Astray Gundam always got a special place in my heart. Yeah, you see the sanding sticks. Yeah, they're pretty clean. Very good. I enjoy using them. Time now currently at my site is around 10 a.m. I think I will go on the stream for another, like, let's say 30 minutes, and then I'll need to go off and run my errands already. Actually cooking for my wife today. So yep, I need to go and get the ingredients. Ooh. Which sword are you talking about? Because I know for the Astray Red Frame, there is a lot of combinations of weapons for that kit. Are you talking about the giant katana handle, the one with the metal build one? The one that comes with the metal build Astray? The powered red Astray. Ah, yes. Actually, do you know that? Okay. This may be a unpopular opinion, but do you know that that kit is actually available in a plastic model? That giant metal katana handle. So it's actually produced by a third-party company, Daban. So yeah, if you go and search it up, Daban, they actually make some. They used to make all the metal built models but in plastic form lah. So yeah, if you really want that metal katana thing in a plastic form, you can go and search it up. It's a Daban, DABAN. Yep, DABAN. It's a third party company, so they do sell that giant metal katana handle thing as a plastic model kit. But of course, with any like third party kits, the level of constructions and skill you would need to complete the kit would definitely be on a higher side, because the kits sometimes they generally don't fit too well. You need to be more patient with it, and sometimes you may need to, like, be a bit creative and DIY your own steps. But I would say it would if you are a builder that is really looking into like thinking of like ways to innovate and try methods that is not usually used in Gunpla, I would say you can try going for a third party kit, because they are generally cheaper as well. And I would say over the years, third party companies are improving their products as well. So Now compared to like, let's say maybe like 10 years back, where you need to use glue and magnet to put everything together, nah, we are not at that stage anymore. Third parties are actually catching up with Bandai products. So that's why you see there's more and more third party kits coming out nowadays, and there are like different variations. For example, one of the more prominent third party series would be the, I'm not sure if you know about it, the Knights Around the Round Table or something. So it's like basically 13 RG models. Yeah, it's a whole full series. Yeah, usually I think that's the kind of the sad thing about third party kits. They don't really sell the weapon parts individually. So usually if you get it, you will like get the whole Gundam, whole Astray red frame with it. So yeah, like they do have many variations of the weapons in the kit, but they don't sell it individually as the weapon only. It comes with a whole Astray red frame with all the different accessories. So it's actually a little bit sad. You need to get a whole kit, you can't just get the accessories. But yes, I think one of the more interesting Astray red frame weapons would also be the Mars jacket. I'm not sure if you have seen it before, but you can definitely check it out. The Mars jacket, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, MARS, then jacket. Mars jacket. It's quite a cool add-on to the Astray red frame. So yeah, some of these nubs sending lines are fine because when they are constructed, they will be hidden anyways. So yeah, shoulders would be here. Then this kit comes in with a lot of weapons, a lot of daggers. Like you see just on the head, there's already 2 daggers. And I think on the shoulders there are one pair of daggers on each shoulder. So total 6 daggers already. And yeah, one thing I did with the daggers is I paint the handle. So I hand brushed painted the handle grey. If not, the piece comes as a blue piece. The whole thing is a blue piece with no, yeah, so this is how the handle looks like initially. There's like no contrast to it or anything, it's just a single color. So yeah, what I did here was I painted it grey. Not the best job because I was still testing out how much to thin my paint, but I would say it's getting better now. So yeah, maybe the next session, if I'm done with the constructions of the shoulder, I will start to design and think of where I want to paint the different colors to make it more unique, give more depth to how the kit looks like overall. So yep, to anybody that just joined the stream, welcome. This is a first stream, something that I would like to try, building Gundam on live stream. So yeah, do let me know if you guys would like to see more of it and what type of contents you all would like to see. And if all is good, I may even come up with a regular streaming schedule, which is something that I'm definitely interested in doing. Okay, 13. Weather is very terrible these days. Having a slight cough. Woo! Oh yeah, guys, basically I know my channel is called Lucas Teach Things, but I'm doing Gunpla now. But yeah, basically I do a lot of cross stitching as well. And hey, thank you very much. But yes, a background of my channel name is called Lucas Teach Things, because I created this channel with the intention of doing cross stitching, putting my cross stitching, but I realized it's actually pretty difficult to make to edit a cross-stitching video. I'm not very good at editing, so I'm more of a live stream format person, I would say. So yeah, maybe in the future I may do a setup for my cross-stitching stuffs as well, because I'm currently still working on them. I enjoy cross-stitching as much as I enjoy Gunpla building. So it's like the two main hobbies that I hop about in my free time. And yeah, I'm currently stitching a portrait of my idol, Chester Bennington. You know, it's more of like a tribute piece. So do let me know if you guys are interested to have a look at it. I've been working on it just like few hours before I started this stream. Need to figure out a way to angle my camera so that I will not go off camera. Shall work on that the next stream. Oh, how did I get into Gunpla? That's a very good question. So I think I got into Gunpla at around the age of maybe 10 or 11. So I was at a department store, and then I was just walking around, and then my mother was like, I saw a Gunpla kit, and I still remember what it was. So it's a high grade Astray green frame. Yes, that's the first ever Gunpla that I built, and wow, I love it so much. So it's kind of sad. I don't know where that kit is anymore, and it's quite difficult to find Gunpla kit now because it's a very old model. But yes, that sparked my interest for Gunpla, and till this day I'm almost hitting my 30s and I'm still building Gunpla. Yeah, Gunpla is for everyone of all ages. Hopefully when I'm an old man already, 60 plus, and then I'm still here with my like grandpa glasses, and then still doing Gunpla. That would be amazing. But yeah, my first Gunpla kit, I still remember it very very clearly. It was the high grade Astray green frame, and its weapon, the one where the rifle you can connect two beam saber to it. Wow, absolutely amazing. I love every bit of that kit. Yep, so that was my first Gunpla, the high grade green frame. And after the high grade green frame, my second kit was actually the Calamity Gundam, which is also a high grade a high grade Calamity Gundam. And wow, it's very sick. The Rama for Vegeta, but I kept Gunpla. Yeah, but yes, the second high grade, my second Gunpla was another high grade as well. It's the Calamity Gundam, and like few years back when they released that, they made what's that, the full mechanics Calamity Gundam. Wow, it was so cool. It's one of the kits that I would like to own someday. Like the Forbidden Gundam, the Calamity Gundam, that whole series of full mechanics Gundam basically. But yeah, I'm not able to afford it. But someday, maybe if I win a lottery or something, reward myself a little bit, get a few full mechanics Gundam. I think they're really very cool. Whoa. Yeah, iron-blooded orphans. Barbatos. That series though, I think they are making a movie for it soon. Not very sure, but I haven't caught after the season 2. I didn't follow up with the show anymore. Yeah, I know they made a mobile game or something for it, but I didn't follow it up anymore. My memory with my memory and experience with Iron Blooded Orphans, it stopped it stopped at season 2. And I would like to keep it that way. I think it's already a good enough impression. It's a very good series. Even now, when like watching, I'm not sure if you guys have watched completed the Iron Blooded series, like both season 1 and 2. There are so many moments where even when I go back and rewatch it, no matter how many times I rewatch it, it still gives me the chills. It's just goosebumps everywhere. Yeah, that's quite a new trend as well. I've seen. I think it's like because of all the blind box and like Labubu keychains, everything. Yeah, I think it's quite cool. But you really need it to be very secure, because if you are putting it on a backpack, when you're going about in your day-to-day activities, your backpack is definitely swinging. I you, your casing must be super good and super secure if you were to do that, man. Yeah, but it's quite a cool concept. Then yeah, recently I've been making some keychains on my own as well. So yeah, remember how I said like cross stitching is another one of my hobby. So recently I've been making such cross stitching keychains. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Yeah, my gunpla all sit on the shelves as well. I think as long as you display them well enough. Yeah, it's a whole nice. I got a Lugia one as well. Let me find it. I think the Lugia one is on my bag. Sidetrack. Ta-da! Lugia. Yeah, I absolutely love making keychains like this. It's very cute. Alright, back to building. So yeah, if we are talking about streaming schedule, my time zone is UTC +8. So yeah, if I were to stream on a regular basis, it would be at around 8 to 9 p.m. of the UTC +8 time zone lah, if it makes any sense. But yeah, it will be around there. So would definitely be great to see some of you back again. If you guys are able to come back and let's just build some Gunpla together. And I feel like building Gunpla is always a community thing to me, I don't have a lot of Gunpla builders around me. So it's especially as a kid, when I was young, I was the only one doing such stuffs around my group of friends, my social circle. So sometimes the excitement I feel when I look at a Gunpla kit, or when I start building one, it's a little bit difficult to resonate with the rest. So yeah, now that I'm older, able to do my own things, I'd like to try to build a community around. And yeah, let's just build some Gunpla together. And recently I've got my wife into Gunpla building as well. First Gunpla kit. Yeah, it's okay. Like I said just now, Gunpla is for all ages. It doesn't matter what age you begin. As long as you're building and you enjoy it, that's all that matters. Yeah. But I would say actually working on Gunpla, like how I work on my take on Gunpla building now versus to when I was younger. When I was young, Gunpla to me was really, whoa, I must finish this kit as fast as I can. You know, there's like no technicality to it, no technical skills involved. I don't even have a cutter, I think last time. I use nail clipper. So you know it's just like every build is a speed run. I must finish it as soon as I can. But whereas now when I'm building Gunpla, you know, I would slow down and make sure I sand the knobs properly and like appreciate the kit as appreciate it made me more appreciative of Gunpla kits, I would say. And like want to do more like detailing and all. Cause I think the kits that I built when I was younger, I don't think they are presentable at all. You know, you got nut marks everywhere, and then like maybe a joint is loose because it's not clipped properly. Oh, nice, yes. I think if you were to do a poll, what was your tools when you first started Gunpla building? I think a majority or huge percentage of the answer or the in the community would be a nail clipper. Good old days. I don't even know how we do it, man. Like, I'm thinking of it, like thinking back, looking back now, right? Like thinking back, it's incredible. A nail clipper is not even sharp. It's in fact very pretty blunt compared to like hobby cutters and all. And we are actually able to like build a full kit just on a nail clipper. It's actually pretty impressive. You need to give it credit. But yeah, thinking back now, good memories lah. You know, just like I don't even know how I do it last time, but during like school holidays or something, then I will just keep myself in. Usually I'll get a new like master grade kit or usually high grade. Then I'll like just spend one whole day on it, and like I can finish like let's say maybe an MG Epion. I finished it within like one day, 1 or 2 days. Like there's no consideration into sending or anything, just straight building, cut them out of the runner, build it, cut them out, build, cut them out, build. Yeah. Yeah, they should put that, but I mean hobby clippers are not really accessible everywhere, so but it works, the nail clipper works. It's definitely a good tip. Maybe next time when I have my kid or something and they start building Gunpla, I will give them a nail clipper first. And be like, if you can't even use a nail clipper to build a basic Gunpla kit, what rights do you think you have to own a hobby clipper? That's pretty evil. It's like an induction test. Oh, the boxes. Recently, I don't know. I just stack them at one corner in my place. Yeah, but I recently I've seen people using the boxes to make like wallpapers. I think that's quite nice. So yeah, they frame it up. They cut the edges off, and then they like fold it a little bit here and there, and it becomes a very nice wallpaper. It looks very very proper. Very proper wallpaper. And then like the instruction manual, they will like slot it somewhere here and there. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, I think it's quite cool. People make wallpapers out of it. It's very, very, very creative, I would say. Oh, I'm missing a piece here. It's okay. We'll carry on later. And yeah, but I think because of how old the Astray series in, don't really see much new Astray kits now. After my first kid, after Astray set. Yes, yes. That's, it's a normal feeling, I guess. Like, you know, you're, cause technically you paid for those as well, you know. You don't just pay for the Gunpla, like technically you are paying for the boxes and empty runners as well. So I get the feeling where, like, you know, after you finish something and then you'll be like, I need to keep the runners, I need to keep the box. It's totally normal. Cause you paid for it. Somewhere in the back of your mind is like telling you, no, you paid for them, it's yours to keep. You can't dispose them after you are done. Yeah. I remember last time I had a neighbor. My neighbor was a Gunpla fanatic as well. And you know, when I went into his room, cause he was doing a housewarming, I went into his room. The entire wall is stacked with Gunpla boxes, man. High grade, master grade, everything, you know. As a kid, I was so envious. I would say there's around like, let's say 50 over kits, 50 over Gunpla kits there. Like all the boxes just stacked up along the wall. I was so envious of it, man. It was, you know, as a kid, and then, you know, when you're a kid, you are like short, not so tall, like, you know, maybe like 110, 120 cm, and you walk into a room, and then you turn around, and there's like this towering stack of Gunpla boxes just staring at you. Wow, wow, wow. I was like jaw dropped. I stood there in amaze. Yeah, but I think one good use of the boxes. Wait, let me get a drink. Throat is getting very dry. I would say one good use of the boxes will be you can actually use them to store back kits that you do not display. So like maybe you are done with building a kit, and let's say if you want to clear out the runners, you can toss the empty runners away, no problem. And then you can use the box again to, like, you know, bubble wrap your Gunpla kits that you do not want to place on your shelf, and then use them to store the kit. I think it would be better than, you know, putting them out in the open where they will collect dust. So yeah, it's actually quite good as well. XA. Let me find my runners. I'm not. So yeah, you can actually reuse the boxes, repurpose them into like storage unit for your kids. With the runners. Give me a moment. Yeah. It's definitely an idea that's very, very possible. So it's like you make a diorama and then you use the box art as the back. And I think what would be cool is you strike your Gunpla in the box art pose. Yeah. I think that's a plus. So it's like, you know, it's like as though the kid is coming out of the background. Yep, that's definitely a very good idea. I will support you in doing it. And then do let me know how the progress go. It's definitely a good idea. It would add a different dimension to the viewing experience. Yep. Correct. Yep. It's a very good idea. I'm full support, all in for you to go and work work on that project. I think it's brilliant. Maybe I should try it someday as well. Then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, currently at the point where, like, you know, just slowly enjoy the progress, not in a rush in completion or anything, and really just enjoying the hobby as it is. These are some very bad nut marks. They're so big. Probably need some, but lucky the piece is white in color, so they won't be so visible. But that's gnarly, man. It's very big. Woo. I hope the focus of the video is okay for you all, because I'm just live streaming it from my mobile phone. Not sure if it will, like, you know, lose focus sometimes, but I hope that it is still okay, presentable. Okay, there's no way I will reach those nubs, man. Gotta cut it flush. Whew. Oh, go spend time with your girlfriend, man. Thank you for staying along for so long too. I appreciate it. It's my first stream. I'm actually surprised that I got an audience. Thank you, brother. Have a good rest, man. See you. Hope to see you around next time if I have the chance in my schedule to stream again. Really, thank you for staying along for so long as well. I appreciate it a lot. Have a good rest. See you around next time. Do give me a subscribe and, like, you know, bells on. So next time when I start the stream again, you will be notified. But even if you don't, it's fine. Just pop on along anytime you see me online. Yay, thank you very much. Thank you. See you around soon. See how streaming goes, and if all is good, I may come up with a fixed streaming schedule. Yeah, so it's definitely something I'll work on. I think I need a bigger grid. It's too rough. So yep, currently using this set of sending grids from Madworks. I think it's one of the best and, like, most comfortable products that I've used so far. Before using these sending sticks, sending papers, I was using sending sponges. They're good as well, but they are pretty bulky and it's quite difficult to get around some parts. But I still use the 1200 grade one, you know, to smoothen out the edges when I'm done with my sanding. I think it does a very good job. See? that giant nut mark that was previously on there is all gone. And they don't leave too much of a scratched surface as well. So I would say it's pretty good for people who just want a clean straight build. No painting, no flat coating, because it doesn't leave any obvious or visible scratches after you're done sanding it. So yes, I would highly recommend these Matworks sanding sticks. If you can find them at your local hobby stores or anything, because I think it's quite a new brand, and yeah, I've seen them doing quite a bit of promotion around here and there. So yeah, you can probably find it at your local hobby store. And yep, the first shoulder pad is done. I'll probably end the stream when I'm done with both shoulder pads, I would say. Yeah, so a lot of amazing details on there. Starting to already think and visualize what are the sections that I could potentially paint. So yeah, pretty neat. I say it's quite solid, not loose at all. Yep, one more piece here. So to anyone who just joined the stream, welcome. My name is Luca, and yep, new to this whole streaming concept. Definitely not a professional Gunpla builder, but yeah, enjoying it as a hobby, and I've been doing it for years. So yep, do let me know if there's any type of contents or Gunpla content that you guys would like to see, and I may even live stream my cross stitching next time, because I know my channel is Luca Stitch Things. What if one day I'm able to stitch Gunpla? Then I would be true to my channel name. But yeah, thinking of making it more into a hobby channel. So yeah, maybe I should change the name. Lucas Hobbies instead of Lucas Stitch Things. Lucas Hobbies. Very niche name. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Final few bits of sanding for this stream, and then yep, we'll be calling it a day for now, and see you guys again when I have the time to squeeze in another stream. It's very clean. By the grid 600 grid, I've already eradicated the nub. No nubs can be seen anymore. The power of Matworks sanding sticks. I should probably go and get another set of it, in case this set wears out. See, it's very clean. The nub is completely gone. Yeah, you see, the nub is quite a big nub actually, so it's really a very good work of these sanding sticks to completely make them almost invincible, all gone. But yeah, I would say be careful if you are planning to use the 320 one. It's very rough, so can lead to over sanding very easily. I would recommend only use the 320 grid for very thick and rough surfaces. If not, for normal casual building, 400 grid of the Matworks is good enough, it's strong enough. Just use a 400 followed up with a 600, and yep, you already have a smooth finish. And the 800 and 1000 grit is basically just smoothening the surface and removing any scratches that you see. And yep, this is my trusty 1200 grit sanding stick, something that I always use to finish off the pieces. So yeah, very clean and neat. And then this goes on here. Yep, and then one last one here. And yes, we are done with both the shoulder pads. So, tada, shoulder pads done. Let's put on one of it and take a look. See how it looks like with the kit on. And now I can start visualizing on, what sections to paint. Let's just put it on lightly. So yep, we'll probably paint some sections of here and there with my medium blue and grey, and we'll see how it goes. Definitely very, very clean and sharp looking. I love it. The aesthetics of the Astray Gundam, always my favorite. So yeah, I'll be cutting the stream around here already. So do stick around if you like to join me in my Gunpla building journey. Whenever I have a new kit or something, I'll just stream it and I'll slowly build it here. So yes, do give me a subscribe and hit the bell so that you would know when I come online and stream if you like my content. If not, it's okay as well. Just hang around and chit chat. So yeah, see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this first streaming session. I definitely enjoyed it, and hope to see you all again. Yeah, so let me remove this shoulder first. So yeah, for those who just joined, I'm ending this session already. Can always catch me again next time. And here is a look of the current progress of Astray Blue Frame D that we are working on. I wouldn't say it's fully customed, because I only did some paint jobs here and there to give it more depth. But yeah, I'm enjoying the whole progress so far. So yep, bye bye everyone. Catch y'all next time. Have a good day ahead.